Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and today we'll be reading People Who Have Successfully Lost Weight. What's the biggest key to doing so? Also, just a heads up, Narwhal merch is coming really soon. If you haven't yet, sign up at lukenarwhal.com for a chance to win some free Narwhal merch. Link is in the description below. Watch until the end to see our featured Narwhals of the day, and be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more weight loss videos that help you stay on track. Having lost 130 pounds, actually 160, but I spent a year bulking, consistency. Temporary measures lead to temporary results. Eating correctly is the second big key. A thing I have noticed is that people complain about not losing weight, while eating in a way that would never have led to weight loss anyway. People underestimate the calories they consume. The way I heard it best put was, you can't outrun a bad diet. There are 310 calories in a large Coke. There are 300 calories in a McDonald's cheeseburger. You have to run 6 miles to burn off a dinner from McDonald's if you skip fries and don't get a refill. Consistency. It's never short term. Whether it's your nutrition, hydration, exercise, you gotta keep doing it, like forever. Calories in, calories out. Burn more calories than you consume, and barring any medical or genetic abnormalities, the weight will come off over time. Expect nothing drastic overnight. Understand that a lifestyle of overeating has put the weight there, so only a lifestyle change of portion control, proper eating, and physical activity will take the weight off. This is the answer. It's not a race. You have to fix your eating and lifestyle habits. It's the only way to keep the weight off. I learned to live with being hungry most of the time. I've lost 70 pounds and I haven't experienced any real hunger at all, literally just eating in moderation within a set calorie limit. Stop drinking anything but water. Stop eating sugary foods and do cardio. I lost 50 pounds in a couple of months by quitting alcohol and soda and running/walking. So many people don't think about drinks, but this is absolutely true. Those few hundred extra calories per day with added exercise will take you from plus 200 to 300 calories from drinking and no exercise to minus 200 to 300, not drinking and actually exercising. That is a pretty substantial swing in calories per day, potentially up to 600 calories difference. Start small. Be compassionate. If you are rude or unforgiving to yourself, you might go on a binge when you had a bad day. Frame it positively. Not, I am fat. I want my body to be even mexier. Not, I am unhealthy. I will be able to do more fun stuff. Not, I am not allowed to eat this. I choose a different food option because it will feel awesome when my body is more fit, etc. Keep trying changes to your lifestyle and diet that are healthier than what you currently do until you find something you can reliably stick to. If you can't stick with that particular lifestyle, then even if you manage it short term, you will just undo all your hard work when you stop or give up. So keep experimenting and researching until you find what works for you. Don't go shopping on an empty stomach. It's much easier to persuade your brain to buy junk food when you are hungry. Give yourself every weapon you can to resist, and eating before you go out is a simple but effective weapon. If you haven't bought it and put it in the cupboard, you can't eat it. So much this. You can go hardcore and cut out all soda, carbs, sweets, etc. and lose a ton of weight, but unless that becomes your permanent way of eating, you'll gain it all back. For me, it's been far more helpful to find small but sustainable changes I can make. I'm always going to crave chocolate around that time of the month, but instead of eating a pan of brownies, I'll have a couple squares of dark chocolate instead. I won't lose weight as fast, but it's a compromise I can actually stick to. Not letting perfect become the enemy of the good. If I'm in a decent calorie deficit 90% of the time, the 10% of the time I get drunk and inhale a large pizza doesn't matter, still losing weight. That was the big change that really helped me become not only a healthier person, but a happier person. Once I reframed it as a way to enjoy more of my life, that includes bad for you food and alcohol, non-zero calorie drinks, it became much easier. Exercise to get strong and have more stamina equals I can take longer hikes and have better mechs. Eat healthy the majority of the time equals when I want to go out and eat a big meal or party with friends, it really doesn't make a dent in all the good I've done, and I'm having fun. It fluctuates based on what else is going on in my life, of course, but I'm pretty much only ever plus or minus 5 pounds during the span of a year now. Every time you want to drink something, have a glass of water. Every time you get ready to eat something, have a big salad with just vegetables and no fatty dressings. Then have some real food. But you'll eat less of it because you're full of vegetables. Oh, and don't keep sweets and unhealthy crap around the house. Vegetables taste so gross though, apart from the good ones. They will taste good if you cook them good, like any other food. Problem with vegetables is most people don't know how to make them tasty. My main advice here is use fire, roasting, searing, rather than water, boiling. Don't be afraid to use fats, as in vegetable oils, butter, and animal fats. These shouldn't make you gain any weight as long as you're using the right amounts for each cooking session. In your cooking, and for the love of God, learn about spices and season your food. People love to say it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change, which is 100% true and also the reason it fails so much. Do not immediately commit yourself to enormous sweeping changes you know you will not want to keep up with for the rest of your life, because when you're sick of having nothing but kale smoothies 2 weeks in, you'll quit and you'll feel like a failure and nothing will happen because nobody wants to have kale smoothies forever. I switched from regular soda to diet soda. That's it. One thing first. It was crap for a couple of weeks and then I was fine, and I also drank a lot less of it over time. And then I started looking at labels of foods I was buying anyway for the lowest calorie product / version. I couldn't believe how many extra calories I could wring out of this. I ordered the small instead of the large, or served up only a tiny portion, and only went back for more if I was still hungry. How often did I get the biggest size of something just out of habit, not because I really wanted it? I quit keeping snacks in the house, not because I wasn't allowed snacks at all, but so that if I really wanted one, I had to go out and get it. Funny how often I didn't want ice cream that bad if I had to put on pants and go for a drive. These are all things I do out of habit now. I lost and successfully kept off 50 pounds for 10 years, then lost those 50 pounds again post-pregnancy. Didn't give a crap while pregnant, lol. I am down around 130 pounds from my heaviest. Do not try to diet and exercise out of the gate. Focus on one and slowly integrate the other into your life. Working underused muscles and not providing them the fuel they need to repair is a major reason you see New Year, New Me pledges falling out in February. There are thousands of diets, but it all comes down to calories in, calories out. Find a healthy diet that you can maintain long term. Get a scale for the kitchen for proper portions and learn how to meal prep. Fast food is way less tempting if you have your meals planned for the day. You are going to fail and you are going to cheat. The trick is to accept it for what it is and not slide further into the rut that made you fat in the first place. Remember, you are changing your life forever. A healthier, better you. My method is to cut out any type of food that is calorie dense and easy to eat a lot of. For me, this means no white bread, white rice, cheese, snack food, nuts, red meat, pasta, creamy sauces, and heavily fried food. I end up eating a lot of veggies, beans, lean meat, and hot sauces. It means missing out on a lot of tasty foods, but I never feel hungry when I'm dieting this way. If it's too difficult to never eat those foods, it helps to maintain a strict diet Monday through Friday, then a more relaxed one on the weekends. My methods are way more basic than everybody on here, and weight loss was kind of a side effect of saving money / getting out of debt. I sold my car and got a bike to and from work, saves about $400 each month in gas and insurance, and God knows how much in maintenance. Side effect, I have to get cardio too. I cut out all junk food, drinks that don't come out of the tap for free, and unnecessary groceries. Not mandatory to spend money on those for survival. Side effect, less carbs and less sugar. I completely stopped eating out, and home cooking is 100% vegetarian and mostly vegan. Split lentils, beans, potatoes, frozen mixed veggies are way cheaper than buying beef, chicken, pork. Side effect, I guess it's a lot healthier, but I never count calories, carbs with what I eat. So I'm losing weight, but more importantly, I'm getting out of debt and paying my mortgage. I second consistency. You also have to recognize that the changes you need to make are permanent. Not to say that you can't occasionally indulge yourself or that you need to give up your favorite foods, but if you are used to fast foods or sodas for lunch every day, you are working against yourself. Find an exercise that you enjoy doing and perform it in a way that doesn't burn you out. I found that running outside is my go-to, and I try not to set expectations. Moving at all is better than not moving because I can't reach some self-imposed goal. Finally, be your biggest fan. Tell yourself you can do this, applaud your accomplishments, and don't get hung up on your setbacks. I like to think of it like baseball. It's a long season, and every team wins a third of its games and loses a third. It's how you approach the final third that makes a difference. And that brings us to the featured narwhals of the day. If you'd like to be a featured narwhal, just head on over to our subreddit, r/loseitnarwhals. Link is in the description below. Our first featured narwhal of the day is Mint Manda, and they say, lost 90 pounds in 2018, went from 330 to 240, plateaued, installed, and maintained in 2019. In 2020, I'm going from the halfway mark to the finish line. And our last featured narwhal of the day is Floyd255, and they say, I was 330 pounds at my highest. I was overweight for all my life. In 2016, I changed jobs, and in 1 year, I dropped 40 pounds. I changed jobs and managed an ice cream store on a college campus. This only motivated me to get into the gym and fitness. As of today, I'm 188 pounds and in better shape than most on campus. Thank you so much for sharing, narwhals. If you're still watching, you're one of the few narwhals who made it to the end of this video. Be sure to subscribe and ring the bell for more weight loss videos that help you stay on track. And once again, if you haven't, sign up to become a VIP narwhal at lukenarwhal.com for our merch giveaway, which is coming really soon. Thanks for watching, narwhals, and I'll see you in the next one.